So
That's a pretty high. That's a pretty high
yeah.
mark, and most of those are getting accepted. Do you think?
Um, I don't know that most of them are getting accepted. I know I've written some offers with some concession amounts that have not been able to get accepted. Um, you know, some sellers just don't want to.
Right.
Um, I think after a while they'll be willing to because they start to realize that this is inevitable. But um,
Okay.
yeah, some do,
So
some
it really,
don't. Yeah,
so it comes back to how long has the house been sitting on the market? It's been sitting on there for a day or two. Yeah, you're probably not going to get seller
yeah,
concessions, but if it's been a lot longer,
yep.
maybe.
Well, and you know, and that's just a general rule that I use to figure out like how motivated a seller is. I put in an
Hmm.
offer for some buyers, a few months ago on a property that's been sitting on the market for a really long time, and we asked for quite a bit of concessions, and they just flat out said no. They
Yeah.
they weren't willing to budge. And then I got one under contract last week, and it was a listing of mine, and it was on the market for a few days. We got an offer on it, and they asked for some seller concessions, and we said, yeah, that's fine. So
Okay.
it really just depends on the
It
sellers.
just depends.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.